In this tutorial, I will be showing you how to fit the wheels and back pulley to the back axle of the Delport Flyer. What I need is two wheels. Okay, now these are made up of two bits of M3 that have been glued together. So there's one and there's two. I have the long axle for when we cut. I've got 5 normal M3 nuts, and I have the pulley, which is made up of these 3 bits that we glued earlier as well. Okay, so how it's going to work is that these two are going to be attached together, so that when the power is coming from the motor, which is going to mount here, it's going to be passed through the elastic band that's going to act as our belt on this pulley. It will go through here, and that's going to drive the back wheel. So we need these two to kind of really be very, very kind of straight together, because that's going to turn as one. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get my axle. I'm just going to pop an M3 nut onto there, and I'm going to wind that in maybe 2.5 centimeters, something like that to start with. Okay, and then I'm going to put my pulley on and the back wheel. Okay, I'm just going to bring that in a little bit more. Okay, so I've got the M3 nut, the pulley and the wheel, and I'm just going to put another M3 nut on there. Okay, and obviously it's really important that this is super firm, okay, so these bits hold together. So I'm just going to use my pliers, or you can use a little spanner, and I'm going to hold on the outside one pair of pliers, and just on the inside I'm just going to tighten that up, okay, because it's really important that these turn as one, so that all the power is going through that pulley, is being applied straight onto that right wheel. Okay, so there we go. So I've just tightened that up. Okay, so I've got the M3 nut, the pulley, back wheel, and then another M3. Okay, so I can now feed this through the back axle. It's going to go through there. Okay, and now I need to attach on the other wheel. Okay, now to help with the spacing, okay, I'm going to put another M3 nut on there first of all. And I want this to be roughly in line with the chassis. So when I'm winding this in, what I want it to do is be kind of level with that chassis, this part here. Okay, so that's about level there. Okay. Now I've just realised I could probably do, let's have a think, is that one going to go into there, or do I need one other one there? No, that should be okay. So I'll bring this back wheel on here. Okay, and this is why I'm kind of putting a bit of a space in there, because obviously I don't want that rubbing on that, the wheel actually to touch the side of the chassis. So I'm just going to wind this in. Okay. Now, what we need to do now is just a bit of fettling. So what I'm doing is I'm just sort of loosening off this outside here, pulling this one across, and I'm going to tighten this one across that way. So the important thing here, this nut here, I'm going to tighten in that direction. Okay, so I'm tightening it out the way towards the wheel and not the kind of car. Okay, so I'm going to hold the outside nut there, and then I'm going to tighten that one out the way. Okay, this can be a little bit fiddly. What I'm looking for is that when I turn one wheel, both of them turn at the same time. Okay. There we go. Alright. Hope that's useful. Before I finish, actually, if you want to, you can obviously have a little bit of a tidy up there, because I've been left with a kind of short axle there and a short axle there. I could just kind of move things across so that's a little bit more centralized in there.